Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. We made it. Welcome to Coffee with Dara, offering motivation and encouragement to the world. How to cheer yourself up when you feel disappointed. Now, I must give a special shout out to Mama ESL because this is the topic she gave me to share with you today. So, this is from both of us, okay? And I'm going to share this message with you while we make some coffee. Would you like some coffee? I have regular and I also have decaf, so you let me know. So, how do you cheer yourself up when you feel disappointed? Friends, let me tell you, it is not as easy as it sounds. Let me just first put that out there. One of the struggles I've had, and sometimes still do, is depending on the disappointment, whatever that is or whatever it looks like, it's hard for me to just come out of it and say, oh, that's okay. Because if it's something that maybe you've wanted for a long time, or maybe you was applying for a job position or promotion, I should say, and your boss, for whatever reason, kind of gives you a clue that getting close to getting it, and then suddenly it's given to someone else. Or maybe you get up in the morning and you say, okay, today I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and your body is just not cooperating with you. Story of my life, right? Perfect example, last night, I was up late. I could not fall asleep. And it was 3 a.m. in the morning and I couldn't fall asleep, right? So it makes you feel uncomfortable and frustrated. And so when you're feeling disappointed, how do you bounce from that? Because some disappointments are more difficult than others. Okay. What I've learned, and I have to say learned because I'm still working on that myself, try not to let it consume you 100%. I know that's easier said than done because it depends on the level of that disappointment. It could be very difficult, okay? And sometimes it does take time to really learn how to move forward. Let me give you another example. When I was married, one of the biggest disappointments I had is whatever was promised to me or whatever was, I guess, shown to me in the beginning was not really what it was. And this is something that a lot of us have experienced, whether it's relationship, like a marriage or boyfriend, girlfriend, even friendship. When you meet people and they come across one way and then you realize, hey, they're not really the way I thought, or at least the way they presented themselves. This is very disappointing. And how do you deal with that? Sometimes you just don't have the answer. It could be something that you've applied for. It could be something that you wanted to do, and God forbid you fell down and twisted your foot, and now you can't do it, right? So one of the ways we can combat disappointment is to not dwell on it too much. It's going to still bother you, yes, but not to dwell on it too much. And to focus on what you can do instead of what you couldn't do prior, right? And even though some disappointments are really, really hard to move past, and like I'm using my example, when you realize that the person you love and care about is not who you thought, that's always going to be hard because you're dealing with a fellow human. When you didn't get that job promotion because you was pushed aside for someone who clearly isn't qualified. Been there as well. You lose your job unjustly, whatever the case may be. It's very, very difficult. Let me also just make this a last point, and that is when you are doing something positive, right, and you don't see the results of that, that's also a disappointment. So my best advice to you, and again, this is something I'm still working on, is don't let it consume you. Don't let it stop you from doing what you want to do. Continue to move forward and continue to try your best. Even when you don't feel like it. It's hard. I'm not going to lie to you. It's very hard. Even for me, it's hard. But if you do that, you won't focus on the disappointment as much and instead look forward to what's to come. And you'll start to see changes along the way. Love you all so much. Always try your best. I really hope this resonates with someone. I hope that whatever you're going through, just know it will pass. It will pass. And I'm rooting for you. I'm always here if you ever want to talk. My DMs are open, okay? And I love you so much. And I send you big, big hugs. And I wish you an amazing weekend. Always try your best. And Barry wishes you a very happy weekend as well. Love you.